We have bone marrow and oxtail, so both super unctuous, but we have a little bit of red wine in there to cut through that fat, and a nice salad of caper, parsley, and shallots.
Okay, Mikey, I'm from Carbondale, Illinois. Unctuous, what is that?
Unctuous.
I wanted you to say it first.
I wanted to see if you guys were just going to let that one fly.
I wanted to be like, okay.
What is unctuous? My name is Stephen Bardo, former Flying Illini and NBA point guard turned basketball analyst. I have traveled the world through basketball, and the one thing I have found is everyone loves food and sports.
Na 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 na. Woo! You thought I didn't know, but I knew. He don't do them things like I do, like I do. You wish I was beside you, don't you?
What's up, y'all? It's your man Stephen Bardo coming at you with another edition of America Loves Food and Sports. We're in the Chicago Loop, downtown in the financial district. We're gonna check out Taureux Tavern. That's right, a French-themed tavern, but it's an upscale restaurant right smack dab in the middle of the financial district. We also have a very special guest that I go back with a long time. So I can't wait to get started, so let's check it out.
I mean, it's on you. But come over, or I'm sober. And I ain't got no real excuse. I've been chillin', killin', dealin', now my feelings getting loose. Been 6 months and 7 days, and girl, you still ain't got no proof. So instead of getting fed up, why don't you head up to my setup to get the I didn't know, but I knew. He don't do them things like I do, like I do. Girl, that nigga's 5'2". So I know he don't do that thing like I do, yeah, like I do, yeah. Why is everything that's good for me just hurt so bad? Infatuation is amazing, but it sure don't last. That's one of them things that I learned post-grad. Appreciate when you got more than what most have. The way I see it, girl, you had just what I needed. That's why I spent 5 hours typing just to delete it. I wish that we could predict and prevent, put our names in the cement. But I guess that's just what we get. So slide through on a sneak tip, cause baby, ignorance is bliss.
So we finally got in here. This is my special guest, Leon Rodgers, my brother from another mother.
My man.
WGCI's finest, comic and everything. And you may be wondering, who else is in this picture here? Esteemed gentleman, Mikey Shearing. Did I get that right?
You did, you nailed it.
See, most time people mess it up, right?
Sometimes. I actually asked if I'm related to Ed Sheeran, so.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I tell him he's my little brother.
There you go.
And I'll get him concert tickets.
Let's see,
Generally seems to work, you know?
Mikey is a very renowned chef. I don't know about world renowned, but definitely Chicago renowned.
Definitely Chicago, New York, and I've been around the world once or twice.
Okay. So. So you cooked in New York as well?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I cooked with Wiley Dufresne at WD50, John George at John George. I also had the pleasure of working at Lutece, which was one of the old school restaurants there that have been around, one of the first 4-star restaurants in New York.
Sweet.
So I left Chicago to actually cook in New York, and then I came back because Chicago was calling. My hometown was calling. So
you can tell Mikey's got flavor, and he's going to share with us what we're getting ready to enjoy. So I'll let you do it.
What we like to do at Taureux Tavern, 155 West Van Buren Street here in Chicago, right on the corner of Van Buren and Financial, in our financial district. The building's right behind us.
Sure.
We start everything off with a little bit of caviar. So we have some slow cooked eggs. It's a 6-minute egg that has been topped with a little bit of salmon caviar, a little bit of maple syrup, and underneath is going to be a little garlic aioli. So that little sweetness and salmon, that little sweetness is going to help that salmon.
Ooh, okay.
You're going to love this.
Okay.
You're really going to love this.
All right.
And then you can't be down in the financial district and not have lobster. Going old school, this is a lobster thermidor pipe. So basically we have this awesome sherry lobster reduction with a little bit of cheese in it sauce. That's been baked with some lobster tail, and I suggest squeezing the lemon over it, putting it on top of the cracker, and then that's your little lobster bite right there. There's also a little bit of sauteed spinach underneath. Okay. So it just kind of rounds it out. All right. And then, again, keeping with the rich theme here, we have bone marrow and oxtail. So both super unctuous, but we have a little bit of red wine in there to cut through that fat, and a nice salad of caper, parsley, and shallots.
Okay, Mikey, I'm from Carbondale, Illinois. Unctuous, what is that?
Unctuous.
I wanted you to say it first.
I wanted to see if you guys were just going to let that one fly.
What is unctuous?
Unctuous, it's like, think of velvety and succulent and rich and juicy.
You know what?
See, go ahead, Leon.
I get that because I got an auntie that wears a lot of velvet. So the next time I see her, I'm like, auntie, you looking real unctuous. See what I did there?
I like that.
That's my auntie.
You might get an extra Christmas present for that one.
That's what I'm talking about. And it'll be velvet, whatever it is.
All right. And so we're going to enjoy this. And
you guys dig in. I got 2 more dishes coming up.
Okay.
All right, that I want to bring out for you.
All right.
First, though, let's go. You're enjoying a little bit of Peroni.
Yes, sir.
Poured into another glass.
Yeah.
And then we keep it local here. So my buddies from Three Floyds, Nick and Chris, are out here. So you're enjoying Three Floyds Gumball Head, which is an American.
Oh, Gumball Head. I like that.
I've been to Chicago with the kid. That's what I'm talking about.
So right over the border in Indiana, not too far. I was actually the chef there for a little bit. Nice. So we're keeping it in the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate that.
One of their best-selling, most fantastic beers.
It's very good.
All right.
Too.
All right, so you guys dig in for a minute.
Okay.
I literally just say go straight for it.
Okay. Now, Leon Rodgers does not eat boiled eggs, so I think we're gonna let him pass on that. Go ahead.
So, and here's another thing too. I haven't eaten meat in like almost 3 months. So, rocking with the chef, what better way to dive back into animal flesh or seafood flesh than with a great chef? So, you do that. You eat the chicken embryo, and I'm gonna get on this lobster. You said take it, put it on the cracker.
You got it.
And
man.
See it. I told you.
You don't know what you're missing, Leon.
You need just a little bit.
I know you don't like them.
A bit of lemon juice.
Okay.
Man.
All right. So that unctuousness, that's
I just
also
ate a
velvety
whole
right there.
I just ate a whole bunch of unctuousness. Somebody's 60-year-old auntie just got ate up. All the 60-year-old aunties out there, call me. I'm down.
That's really good.
Thank you very much.
That's really good. You said there's a little bit of maple syrup in there?
Yeah, the little maple syrup on top, just drizzled right over the top.
So it just offsets the caviar a little bit?
It does. It offsets that saltiness from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good.
Kind of plays nicely right into that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have another one.
All right, I'm gonna grab your dishes real quick. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Mikey. So, Leon, as we're enjoying this wonderful food, because I'm getting at that next, then we're gonna do the bone marrow. Leon is a Chicago legend. He's the destined legend. That's his name on the comedy scene. He's world renowned. He is the morning drive host of WGCI, which is one of the larger urban radio stations in the country. So you're looking at royalty here, and he happens to be my man, but he is royalty, and he's worked his ass off to get to where he is today. So, Leon, give our viewers a sense of a little bit of your background.
Doing comedy, which Damon Williams and Tony Schofield are the 2 first people to ever put me on the stage. I gotta say that. And then I started doing comedy. Courtney Hicks saw me, had me come sit in on her show. Her program director Jay Allen loved me, and from then I've been on the radio now for 17 years. 4 of them at Power, 13 at iHeartMedia, where I'm at currently. And it's just been a wonderful ride. I wouldn't change anything. It's been absolutely amazing. And my brother shared in my ride. We had a sports show together on Power 92 called Sports Unplugged. It was myself, Stephen Bardo, and Scoop Jackson. We would come on every Sunday. People wouldn't leave their cars to go to church to hear us, man. We were dope.
We had the number one.
Yeah.
We're the #1 radio show on Sundays in Chicago.
Shout out to Miller.
All right, gentlemen.
That's what I'm talking about right there. I don't know what that is, but I can't wait for him to
So
explain
it
it
was good
to
though.
me. Lord have mercy.
All right, so I'm gonna put it here.
Yes.
Chicken's
you.
gonna go there.
Appreciate that.
All right, and then these two are both. One is for you. One is for you.
Okay. Came through dipping. Dip.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So what I brought out. Let's start with this. So this is our half roasted chicken. So we debone the chicken, roast in the oven, just with some herbs and garlic on top. It's a little natural reduction of the roasting juices.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, a little bit of lemon juice in there.
All right.
All right, and then there's obviously being in Chicago, we love our Italian beefs.
Yeah.
This is a French dip, though, is what we call it. But basically, we have some shaved Wagyu beef that has been lightly warmed again, and then we have toasted baguettes. Underneath is a little bit of lettuce, some truffled caramelized onions, house-made French fries, a little bit of horseradish, aioli on top.
All right. Thank
All
you,
right.
Mikey. This
So
is great,
please
man.
enjoy.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna get at this chicken a little bit. So,
That man
Leon,
couldn't wait to get his chicken on. All this other stuff here.
no, did you see what he did?
I saw him put the juice on there.
Yeah, you know, you gotta get to the chicken, bro. I mean, so what did you think? What did you think of the bone marrow and the beef?
Oh, this is pause, but this is amazing.
It is, right?
This is amazing.
It is.
So I'm one of them guys, like I'm real basic when it comes to food. I'm a steak and potatoes guy. You know, you can keep it simple with me and I win. Like I hate a lot of times going to restaurants where the food is artsy fartsy, but that lobster thermidor was amazing.
It is, really
Then
is.
you come with this right here, the bone marrow. Like now I want to like start asking for that in the supermarket. Let me get some bone marrow. So it's cool to be exposed to different things. You know, my wife is amazing at that. She'll go to a restaurant and try shrimp brain. I don't even know that shrimp brains can be eaten, but she'd be like, give me some shrimp brain. I'm like, what's that?
Shout out to Nicole
Yes.
Rodgers, his way better half. All right.
But
So-
this is amazing.
All right.
I can't wait to get to the chicken myself, but I'm gonna,
You gonna tear that up?
oh yeah, man.
Okay. So,
Matter of fact, let me go ahead.
all right. So Leon, now I'm gonna get to my favorite subject, basketball.
Yes, sir.
What are we gonna do with the Bulls, man?
Listen,
What are we gonna do with the Bulls?
I'm a Bulls fan. Like
I am as well.
you know, but I just feel like we're gonna get put into that flow of we're okay with being average, especially coming from chicken pie.
Man, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Especially because coming from the championship legacy with Michael Jordan and the 6 rings, I feel like they desensitized us with the baby Bulls, with the losing, and we got good when Derrick came.
Right.
We got good to just go. We were okay with just going to the Eastern Conference Finals, even though it was during the session where nobody could beat LeBron. So a lot of teams suffered, but I just don't feel the Bulls ever got better to take that next step to beat a LeBron and go to the Eastern Conference Finals. So when you see teams like that we used to dominate, like a Milwaukee Bucks, now we can't hold a candle to them.
Right.
Because they have a superstar in Giannis Antetokounmpo, and they have guys in Chris Middleton that pick up the slack. I'm not saying that Zach LaVine and them can't be great, but who are we going to get to come here to help them?
Right.
Because they can't do it on their own. We need a superstar.
All right. So I agree with a lot you said. Zach LaVine needs to learn how to play the game. Very, very. He's skilled. He's athletic, but he doesn't read game situations very well, in my opinion.
So he relies on this athleticism.
Exactly.
Instead of being no. So wait. You said he doesn't have a high basketball like you.
No, I'm saying that he's never learned how to play the game. He's a highly intelligent young man. He can see situations, but he hasn't learned yet how not to get in trouble, because he averages about 5 turnovers a game because he gets too deep and too premeditated in what he's doing, and he can't pick up the dribble and pass. The only time he passes is when he has nothing else to do. Does that make sense?
But do you think having a solid point guard will change a lot of that for him because he's forced to handle the ball a lot of times because Chris Dunn just doesn't get it?
Chris Dunn is not, and I'm really disappointed in Chris Dunn.
Me too.
I thought he was going to be
I loved him coming out of college.
Right, a defensive hound, could get the ball up the court, good size at the point guard position, but he has really been disappointing.
I loved him coming out of college.
I did as well.
I
did as well. I thought he was going to be something else.
But at the end of the day,
go ahead and get at that.
When you say, do you think Zach LaVine would be better if you could take the ball out of his hands and let somebody else run the offense? Because sometimes I feel he has to run the offense.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Chris just doesn't get it like they thought he was going to get it.
I would agree with that.
And I'll say this, and people say I'm crazy, but I feel Nate Robinson leaving hurt us a lot too. I love Nate. I love what he brought to the team as a veteran. You know, he's a small guy, but he can put up numbers when needed to. And he just gave a certain toughness and swag to the team, which I feel we don't have now. Like, I couldn't tell you what the Bulls' identity is. But right now, he's having the best year of anybody in the league in the playoffs. Giannis will win the MVP. But at the end of the day, I think Kawhi showed that you guys got to start talking about me, putting me in this conversation.
Okay. What do you think of the chicken?
Chicken is off the chain. I'm saving the Wagyu for last.
Okay.
And my 5 P's are passion, pride, perseverance, profit, philanthropy.
Okay, do that again. Say it again so we got it clear.
First one is passion.
Passion.
I tell all my young people out there, have a passion for what you do.
Sure.
If you have a passion for it, that means you love to do it. Like these guys love filming, Chef love cooking, we love talking sports.
Yep.
They have a passion. They take pride in that passion. These guys keep their equipment pristine.
Yep.
We always stay knowledgeable what's going on.
Sure.
Chef stays on the cutting edge of making stuff, knowing what to pair it with, all right?
Sure.
Then after you have the passion and the pride, you get the profit. The money gonna come. You know, no, I'm sorry, take that back. Perseverance.
Perseverance.
Because you're gonna get no many times.
Yeah.
You get told no many times before you get told yes.
Yep.
So you gotta keep pushing. And when you do that, the profit
comes. I like that.
You're gonna make the money. It's not a problem. But then the 5th one is the most important, philanthropy. Once you get that money, you ain't gotta come back and give money, but come back and give your time. Come back and impart your wisdom on the people that are coming up behind you. You know what I'm saying? Bernie Mac always told me, he said, son, don't wait for nobody to open the door for you. When they open the door, run behind them, stick your foot in it. That door gonna close on your foot and it's gonna hurt. But you kept that door open.
There it is.
And you go through it. If the same person is running in behind you, that door never closed.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, just live by that, man, and don't think things happen overnight. You know, I'm 48 years old. And it's starting to get things that are happening to me in my career, but patience, you gotta wait for it. Perseverance, you gotta work for it. And anything that comes fast leaves fast.
That's right.
Hands on them, yeah, that's because of you, but I don't know.
Wow, that was a great culinary experience here at Taureux Tavern. I want to send a shout out and special thanks to my man Leon Rodgers for joining us on the show. Special shout out also to Chef Mikey Sheeran, who did a fantastic job preparing all the dishes for us. We had a great time. If you're in the Chicago Loop area in the financial district, make sure you get over here and check it out because you will not be disappointed, trust me. That'll do it for this edition of America Loves Food and Sports. I'm your man, Stephen Bardo. Until next time, peace.
Do the things that I do.